In my last video, I will admit it, I completely forgot about Pudge and the Vul Undead Rising. I don't know how I managed to completely forget about literally the most important thing about the whole undead and artifact lore, but I did. Please forgive me, I have low IQ. Remember, 40% less synapses. To make up for it though, I made this super short emergency video, which will be like a part 2 and focus on the whole lore around Pudge and the Undead Rising in Roseleaf, and that way I can pretend like it was meant to be this way. Part 1 about Dodo and part 2 about Artifact. And Kunkka is of course coming up next after this, as promised. So, in Artifact, Rick started his Vul rebellion against Legion Commander in Roseleaf, and by the looks of it, got his shit pushed in. For that reason, he took the oath with the demonic Court of Restul, and then the dead started rising. This is where the first set of Artifact was meant to end, and the second expansion meant to begin, with Rix and his undead shenanigans. We don't know how this ties into the Fields of Endless Carnage and Pudge and Koij, but one theory is that the oath that Rix took is what caused the Fields of Endless Carnage to be the way it is today. But to me, that seems unlikely because the Remescue have been quarreling with the undead for centuries. I think the only artifact event that happened way in the past was between Kana and Prelex, and the Mad Moon Sundering. Okay, so now I've mentioned a lot of things, but don't worry, you don't have to remember or concentrate or anything. I will explain each individual thing I have mentioned, so don't worry. First, let's talk about the Fields of Endless Carnage and Pudge, and then the Remescue faith you may recognize from Necrophos's lore. Contrary to the typical mindless zombie and the mind-controlled Dead God Legion, the people of the Fields of Endless Carnage are sentient and have personalities. If they die, their corpses don't, and no matter how deep you dig them down, they come back. One such character we all know and love is Pudge. In the fields, you see, nothing decomposes. And throughout the day, an endless battle, or carnage if you will, lays behind limbs and guts that has to be cleared by dawn. And that's Pudge's job. Throughout the night, he butchers the corpses and gets the battlefield once again ready. He turns them into small enough pieces so that the birds that frequent the area can consume them. But then, over time, Pudge himself also got an appetite for fresh meat. Koij is a city within the Fields of Endless Carnage, which may have been created by Mars.
You know, Koij wouldn't even exist without me.
Listen to this.
Nestled in the Fields of Endless Carnage lies the city of Koij, an undead metropolis where slovenly butchers rub shoulders with the most proper of corpses. To the living, this cloak is grotesque. To the dead, it's the height of fashion.
In the Fields of Endless Carnage, the dead can never die, leading to the creation of grotesque perversions such as these.
I get it. The Fields of Endless Carnage sounds like a horrible place to take a holiday, but I'm telling you, Koij is a great city, filled with lovely people. If you ever make the trip, be sure to stop by the fighting pits and say hello. I may look different on account of the whole sewing on limbs thing, but I'll remember you. Oh yes, I never forget a face.
So Koij and the undead living there are cultured, intelligent, although somewhat savage people. But despite how wholesome the Pitfighter is, the fields have enemies.
For generations, the Remescue faithful have defended the living world from the abominations that slink from the Fields of Endless Carnage. We were known as men and women of principle, of valor, of devotion. And then Necrophos tried to destroy us all.
The Remescue faithful are from a religion similar to Catholic Christianity. It's the same one Necrophos scammed in my last video, linked top right. The Remescue has once in the past completely purged the fields of all its inhabitants, but it's unknown if this was before or after the time we see the selfish cleric. One of the top current leaders seems to be Lady Anshu, the High Priestess.
Go forth and do good. Through your deeds may the humble be inspired to greatness, and the plans of the wicked made undone. Healing doesn't end suffering, it merely treats it. The only way to end suffering is to actively fight those who cause it.
Which kinda suggests that maybe the big purge is about to happen and hasn't yet. There's also a voice line from Pudge to Necrophos which supports this.
You seen Lady Anshu? Well, I think we need to teach that zealot a lesson. If I bring Lady Anshu your head, Maybe she'll leave me mates alone.
In Dota 2 voice lines, it's suggested that the purge of the fields was a sad thing, likely because the people there weren't bad at all.
This must be what the Rumascu clerics felt when they purged the fields of endless carnage.
C'est beau you left the fields before the Rumascu pilgrimage. Those were dark times indeed.
The Rumascu is opposed to anything undead, so that also includes the dead god. Krella, a former leader, centuries ago forged Pudge's Arcana, the Chains of Obsession. She enchanted it so it would help fight the dead god's legion, but they instead got corrupted by the Dirge and destroyed Krella's homeland. Much later, Pudge found them, and they started working together. Because of how it all goes in circles with each other, it could be that the Fields of Endless Carnage and the undead from the Dirge song and Dead God have things in common. Maybe the dead god controls the undead from the fields as well? Maybe they have a common ancestor? Maybe the dead god is no god at all, but just a servant of a higher being that also is controlling the oath? Maybe Ristul? Because the court of Ristul gave Rix the oath, and that was also the same. Ristul was the same guy who made the Fields of Endless Carnage the way it is. We don't know. But for now, I don't think they're connected. I think they're all separate. So that's it for this super short part 2 video. I'm so sorry I messed up the other one. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my Kunkka video. Peace. First, let's talk about the Fields of Endless Carnage and